Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Sun Devils will put total leather and we'll get started. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Makes the quick grab. At the 35, he's got room. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Williams will pass. Steps away. Lets it fly. And the timing just a hair off. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Tyson. At midfield, he's got room. It's a running room. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Williams looking for a man. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Oh, out of space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Second down, he'll throw it. Using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it down. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Give to the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. Scanning the field. It's Levitt. Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Udo. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the jet motion. Wide open spaces. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sun Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. A first down run on the doorstep. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stayed tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Dances away. He's got it and still on his feet. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
They could make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Williams will pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun to Gill, looking for room. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Sends it back in motion. Williams looking for a man. Quick completion on the out route. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Coleman. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
To the ground, he's got it again. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Williams will pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down in bounds, that's really impressive.
Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up 14 over Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Levin. Finds his man, it's Tyson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Oh, he wants it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quickly out to the tight end. The Sun Devils get enough to move the chains.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
They just keep firing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Sun Devils are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Making side adjustments here. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air. It's Levin. Quarterback now breaking the field. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Scrambling away. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. The Sun Devils back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He might want another play. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Pulls it in, it's Udo. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Evans. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Washington right back to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Williams looking for a man. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Got a man, it's Boston.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
And the Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Got his man. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. The offense will quickly use the timeout. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The offense changing the play. The toss sweep to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The give. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Levin. The short hands, it's Tyson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Tyson. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
The Sun Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Sneak gets it done.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Williams will pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Motion from the wide receiver. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Oh, they're after him. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turning it on. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia State is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice.
Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quick completion on the out. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This
continues to fight for yards. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags it quickly on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now he's going to break the pocket. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Right on the money. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
On the ground, it's Udo. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Defenders everywhere as he is stopped for a loss of 5.
It leads to 2nd down.
The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the grab. It's Brown. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Rushes on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Coleman. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams looking for a man. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Got it looking for a 1st. He's loose. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play. And
now, 4th quarter, 4-down territory, almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. A 1st down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. working that left side now. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Williams will pass into the end zone, and it is grabbed for the score, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
A huge point after this relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5.